Okay, so first things first. It's May and it's 45 degrees outside. This is ridiculous. This is stupid. I had to put a sweatshirt on for this. But we're going to revisit the Obsidian Scottsbluff that I'm going to try to do. I do have this long section in the back here. That's a bit of a concavity that I need to fix up, but I'm not really worried. Oh, I didn't notice I got cut. I have this long section here that I just got to kind of clean up. And I did bring my references, so I 3D printed these. Where is it? There it is. This one's a bit big. I'm not going to be able to get it out of here unless I got an Obsidian stretcher, and those are kind of expensive. So this is kind of a Scottsbluff form. It's pretty thick. It's not too bad. You can't really see flaking all too well. This is kind of more just like a side profile sort of deal for me. And of course the base is kind of weird because that's where it adhered to the print bed. But yeah, kind of going to be what we're going for with this. So yeah, let's say we just get right on to it. I did do a warm-up. It's one of these. I had no idea what this is. I just kind of wanted to warm up, just do some Obsidian work, you know, because warming up's a good idea. It's like going for a run. You don't want to just run right into it and have yourself get incapacitated, because that's no fun. It's no fun at all. It's also weird because I was listening to music, and now that I don't have my headphones in, everything's super duper loud. Crazy. But yeah, it's a simple Scottsbluff. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the fancy schmancy flaking that they have. I'm just not quite there yet with my skill level. I have replicated it on other points on accident, which is funny, but yeah, I'm not entirely skilled enough to really get it nailed down. And I forget the name of what that type of flaking is called. I don't know if it's like collateral or something. But yeah, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to slim this side down just a little bit, maybe try and use that to clean this up, or I might actually have to slim this side down a little bit. I'm going to have to flatten off the base at some point, but I kind of want to try to preserve the length as much as I can. Just for something simple. I did one of these not too long ago. Oh dear. The shape of it turned out really, really well. And there were some things wrong with it, but I also got more lighting now. I got better lighting, so this is so nice. I can see what I'm doing, and I can see what I'm doing quite well. Gotta be careful while doing that. I'll get a flake underneath my fingernail. If I get a flake under my fingernail, that's no good. Start working towards that concavity that I got. Just trying to flatten some of that out. I don't think it's going to be too big of an issue. I just got to be careful about running flakes into it, because I want to take off this top section. I want to smooth it down into that concavity, but I don't want to do too much, and I got to get my angles right, or else the flakes will dive into that concavity, and that's no good. We do not want that. I'm gonna abrade this pretty well. Also, I've noticed I've been doing this too much. I'm getting thumb cramps from holding everything. Ooh, that was a yucky one. Not worried though, like I said, it's obsidian. This ain't no basalt. I just gotta take my time with it just a little bit. Thank you. Sweet. Also, I hope this is zoomed in enough. I want to have it so that you guys can still be able to see, but I still want my range of motion of my tools. So I can definitely see. I might try and, I don't know, do I adjust? I don't know if I want to adjust. Here, hold on. You guys can come in just a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Is that a little bit better? Can you kind of see? Yeah. Sure, that works. All right, what are we working with here? I don't like what I did right there. That was nasty. That was nasty, nasty. Didn't like it. No. Gosh, I'm just so frazzled at how cold it is. Like I got a runny nose and I'm kind of shivery. It's May. It's like near the middle of May. What in the world, right? Unacceptable. I'm already getting it a little too thin. I can feel it. I can feel it with what I got going on. It's no good. If you get it a bit too thin, hold on. Is that a little better for you guys? If you get it a bit too thin right off the bat, it makes doing those fancy flakes just a little bit harder. Let's see, what do I want to do? I really want to clean up this entire middle section. I don't want to do it with pressure, but I might have to, just because I have a bit more control. I'm trying to take care of that lump. Nice. This is hard for me too, because now the camera's in my face. That's why I had it all the way over there. It was easier for me to film. It's whatever. I'm not worried about it. I'm going to start working this edge back just a little bit. At least setting myself up so that I can try and go down just a little bit. I do like really careful with the hip like that. I do like the shapes and stuff of the Scottsbluffs. They're real, I don't know what it is about them. They're just like extra bladey, I guess. Is that the word I'm going to use? Maybe? No? I don't know. I do not know. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Maybe I can be good here. Hold on. Am I good? I am good. Woo! I'm just trying to keep this edge under control just a little bit. It's already straight, and I might be confining myself in doing so. I just don't want to have to redo a straight edge, and I want this to be done somewhat quickly, because I can spend hours on points like this if I really want to get it to match my preferences for what I'm making. Oh, I made it way thin already. Oh dear. Yeah. It's more of a pseudo Scottsbluff, since it's not fancy enough. Them's are the rules. It's not fancy enough. It's not a real Scottsbluff. I also got to figure out how to flatten this out down here, and I got to do it carefully. Sweet, because I don't want to snap it in half. This is getting in my way, but I don't want to get rid of it, because that is where I get the most of my splinters in my index finger, like right there. So I'm going to try a little bit of a cap wrap. What's a cap wrap? I don't know. I'm going to cap off my finger with a wrap. That's not even a real term. I just made it up right there on the spot. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Ooh. You want to come off? Thank you. Starting to fix that concavity just a little bit again. It's so low in there. That whole entire smooth section. Oh, maybe I should make a full song. Nah. Haven't made one of those yet. I haven't I don't, honestly, if I'm being honest, I don't know how. I don't know how they do them. I've made Clovis points before. I watched a couple videos on how to do that, and those turned out well. I was able to flute them. I've only ever done one successful double flute, and the other one, like both flutes were crooked. They were kind of like cross shaped, like one went that way and one went that way. So I think it was something that I did, because if it's like a consistent failure like that, I think it rests on me. But regardless, I was pleased and happy that I was able to get a double fluted Clovis, as any person would be. And then I gave it away, because I got too many. I just got far too many points. That one started to go down. That was scary. That was real scary. Whew. I'm getting spooked. I just gotta really watch what I'm doing on a lot of these sections here. I don't want an accident, because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to straighten this down, leave the bottom here, keep this, and then I'm going to do a lot of my pressure flaking work afterwards. So let's just cruise our way on over to that destination. Let's do it in a smart way, though. No speeding. This is kind of speedy. There we go. Sometimes a rod that I keep in the crook of my leg, sometimes it shifts or it'll fall down, and that's no good. Because then you get issues, or at least I get issues, because a big thing for me is keeping this rod in a consistent area. Because if it's consistent, or its position is consistent, then I only got to worry about a couple of variables and not trying to like move my leg around and stuff. And that helped me out big time when I was beginning. It's like once I established a setup that was consistent for me, I got better, more consistent results. Go figure, right? Because that's a big part of flint knapping, is finding something that works like good for you, that you can do consistently. Because if you get good results with something that's like extremely volatile and changes, or there's no way to like control stuff, it's like, yeah, that's good, but you know, it's not the best. You want to find something that works consistently for you, because you'll be making stuff and you'll have a bad streak of like 40 points and you're like, oh, I hate this so much. And then you have a good stretch, and then you're just wondering, and you're trying to chase stuff that is out of your control. It's like, well, why can't I fix this? Why can't I get this to work? I've tried this, this, and this. It's like, well, you gotta set yourself up with something that's basically just removing as many variables that would cause you issues as possible. That's like the main thing that you gotta do. And this is getting a lot better. I almost want to bring the point in just a little bit, and I think I might. Gosh, it's so cold. Again, it's kind of hard for me to see past my phone, because that's something I need to get used to, and I need to do just a little bit more of, is a nap with my phone in this kind of cumbersome position. I don't know if I want to hit that one. It's kind of scary. Yeah, I don't want to hit that one. That one tempted me, but no. Excuse me. There we go. Yeah. That's weird. What is that? What's going on there? What funny business is that little twist? I don't like that little twist. Need to flatten that out still. I don't actually know, like, I could look it up in the book, but could you please cooperate? Thank you. I could look it up in the book. I don't know how big Scottsbluffs were. I know some of them were big and some of them were small. It's kind of variable. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take out that concavity, because that's deep. That is deep, deep. Well, you know what you have when you have an artifact on one side that is just impassable? You make one side look really nice, and you just kind of leave the other side as the rough side. And then you only photograph the one side that looks nice. And then nobody will know. Be like, oh, it looks so good. Looks great. It's like that Homer Simpson meme where he's got all the clamps behind him pulling his fat back. It's like, don't look at it. Don't look at the backside. Don't do it. Don't do it. I kind of want to go into pressure flaking. There's not a whole lot here that I really want to take off in big chunks. Kind of want to be just a bit more controlled. Maybe here actually though. There was a lump. A lumpy lump. We don't like lumps. No. Lumps are bad. Try to clean this up too just a little bit. Or at least smooth it out. There. Let me think here. Let me look at this thing. So I could trim that back, but I can do all that with pressure flaking. Because if I want to trim that all the way back up, I could do that. Yeah, I might do that with pressure flaking. I don't know. I'm just feeling like doing that instead of sitting here and being anxious that I'm going to blow it up with my indirect percussion because some weird stuff. And I mean, the good thing about Obsidian is that you can pressure flake it super easy. So I'm just going to take this edge back. Nothing fancy. I'm sure there are better ways to do this, but it works for me. And again, that's the big thing. Find what works for you. And other people might give you advice that doesn't work for you. It's because it comes from someone else. Doesn't mean that it's the end all be all. Looking a little bit better. Like a start. I still gotta work on this middle section just a little bit. Let me try to do some pressure flakes into. I don't want to do it in the middle right away, but kind of. There you go. Starting to take off some. Trying to smooth this out through just a little bit, just enough to make it pleasant. You gotta be careful on those middle flakes sometimes. I've snapped a couple points just doing middle flakes, and I don't know if it's just pressure getting put in the wrong spot or what. Maybe I bent the point. Really, it doesn't entirely matter because it broke. Also, this striped obsidian stuff, this stuff sharpens like a graham cracker. It's really bad to sharpen. I don't like it because of that. And I remember buying this striped obsidian, and I got like 20 pounds of it. I was like, oh, it's going to be cool. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. And I kind of hated it. I was like, oh, this was dumb. Same thing with some gold sheen. Not a fan of gold sheen. Another one of those materials where I was like, oh, it's so cool. I want to be able to make the coolest points ever out of it. And then you just can't see the flake scars super well, or at least with my stuff, you couldn't. I did make the nicest point that I've ever made out of it, though, like flaking-wise. Makes me mad, because it was like, you know, I don't like this stuff. Why is my nicest thing going to be made out of it? Okay, let's see here. Still need to trim this back a good bit. Flakery. Get all those out of there. Get off. Let's see. One thing that I want to make too at some point, I want to try for a Stockton. I know they're difficult, and you're basically like notching the entire point. That I do have open in the book because I've been looking at it over there. For those of you who don't know what a Stockton is, like that. That. Really cool. Super duper cool. Woo! Whoa there. Easy. And I'll, you know, like I said, I will get to a point where I'll do one. I'm just going to do it a lot, or I'm going to do a couple of them off camera before I do some on camera. I think I just broke the tip off of that. No, it's whatever. I can fix it. It's starting to look a little bit better now. I wonder if this is starting to become just a bit too skinny, almost even. I don't know. Yeah, see how those flakes want to dive into that concavity? And be weird. I'd have to get this thing way too thin to do that. So, we're going to make an on-the-spot executive decision to just not do that. You guys going to be mad at me? You going to yell at me in the comments? Like, yo, you should have flattened it out more. I didn't want to. I'm sorry. I also hope the camera's in focus because I like to focus pretty close up on my points if I can. And by that I mean I like to get, whoop, mic cable. I took a real big bite out of that right there. No good. I'm gonna even some of that out. I gotta fix that. How are we looking profile wise? Getting there. We are getting there. I think I wanna trim that back still just a little bit more. Either that or bring that in, because some of them have like, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Why did it run away? I lost it. I just had it in my hand. Yeah. Some of them kind of, they got the, see, I'm like missing the entire stem of this one basically. So, I'm gonna take that in and make it just a little bit more gentle sloping. Let's see, do some gentle work, some fine work. And again, I do apologize if I go quiet. I'm just trying to focus on it. Get myself set up for success. Because if I talk too much, as I did with the basalt challenge, and I don't think it's focusing at all on what I'm doing, which is kind of annoying, but again, Pixel 7 voted best camera phone. Don't blame me, blame the camera. It's making it very hard for me to focus on actually getting this pressure flaking done. Well, I'm also having to juggle the stuff that's going on with the camera. But that's what I get. It's like, oh, you wanted to film it, dude. Sorry. I just want to make sure you guys get to see what's going on. Not really. Might switch to a size down pressure flaker. With a finer tip on it so I can get it. I almost had a mini heart attack there. That was fun. I thought I didn't hit record. And I was going to be like, cool. That's awesome. That's sick. I did do. That's not focusing at all. I can see it. I can see that it's not focusing at all. It's like I got new lights. Change the film angle, and still doesn't want to work. Now I'm going to go the other way. Maybe. I gotta clean this up. Am I bleeding somewhere else? I feel wet on my hands. Never good. Never good when you're napping. No, no, no. One of the bad sensations. Did I just crack that? I think I did. Hope I didn't. I was gonna say that would have sucked. Would have been big spaghetti. Just gonna whittling down the profile just a little bit. I'm just trying to shape it, because like literally what I just did there, that is the only way I've found success to sharpen this stuff. And again, maybe that's just me. It probably is just me, because I'm not that good yet. But you gotta start somewhere. Okay. Let's see. I think I need to bring that edge down just a bit. I think I do. Yeah. I'm gonna do it. I don't know if I'm getting it too pointy. I might be, but we're just gonna roll with it. Whoops. No, no, we're good. I just felt like way too much. Like I took off way too much, but she good. She good. Again, I know I said Scottsbluff. Shooting more towards a pseudo Scottsbluff. Looks like it. Is it one? Probably not. I'm not one to go in all expert mode. Hold on. Really? Hold on. Am I going the wrong way? Maybe I'm going the wrong way. I think I was going the wrong way. That just crunched. That's another thing too. This striped stuff crunches real easy. Real easy. It's not my favorite because of that. Let's clean up this down here. What in the world's going on here? What is this? What is this funny business going on down here near the base? Don't fight back. Come on. Thank you. So now I'm still sending flakes down into that concavity in there. Was getting a bit weird in there. I did thin this section out a bit too much, or this section rather. Thank you. I didn't do nothing. Heck was that? Yeah, it's definitely going to be a bit ugly on one side. But this side's going to be nice. I think we're really close. I'm going to diamond file it. I don't need so much to be taken off. So I use the diamond file. Kind of helps just a little bit. Or it helps me. Oh! You see that right there? You want to see the culprit? Where is it? Come Come on, focus on it. That thing right there. See that spike? See that little evil spike? Get out of there. Evil. It just kept poking me, and I'm like, eh. It'll fall out. No. No, it won't. Sneaky flake. Okay. I still don't like this base down here. I don't like how far it comes in, but let's flatten it out just a little bit. Get a better idea what we're working with here. I don't like that, because I feel like that's going to bring it too far in. Maybe it won't. Yeah, I'm gonna put in the stem just because I can, because I want to see what I'm dealing with in regards to that thing that we have down there. So I'm just gonna kind of crunch it in just a little bit. I know that there's ways to do this that are better. By all means, share them in the comments. Give me some engagement. I love talking to you guys. It's still a bit weird. A bit weird of a stem. It comes in just a little bit, but we're gonna roll with it. You see, it comes in at a bit of an angle. Yeah, we're just gonna roll with it because we can. And that's what you just do sometimes. Okay, hold on. Let me figure out what I'm doing here. What about there? Let's say. I don't like that. I feel like that's a bit. Ouch! And the flakes get between your fingers too. That sucks. That sucks big time. Okay, how's that up? That side's definitely wonky. I think it's going to be a bit strange to match the depth just a little bit, but I'm not really that worried. And then again, the weird contracting aspect that I accidentally implemented as well. I mean, we could look at some Obsidian Scottsbluffs once I'm done, just for funsies, because I think I need a bit longer of a stem, but I also don't know. I'm going to clean this up just a little bit though. Get rid of some lumps in there. I'm pretty sure these had basalt flakes as well. I did not want to go into that concavity. No siree. Here. Let's do it. Let's take a look. Oh, I need to mark that page. One second. I'll let you guys look this over while I do that, so you can have something to look at. Okay, there we go. Hey, you know, that's too bad. Hold on. Maybe I want to be okay. This is far west, so this is West Coast style Scottsbluffs. Whoops. You know, it's just, yeah, see, some of those are a bit expanding. I do need to make it a bit longer, though, I think, or at least I want to make it a bit longer. Yeah. See, that's, yeah, I can do that. Okay. Ugh. There are a couple different types of Scottsbluffs, like some of them that have little barbs on the end. I like those. Those are cool. Let's lengthen this stem just a bit. We don't need to go super duper high with it. I mean, we're roughing it. Roughing and toughing. Yeah. Let me see here. Helps get rid of any fluff, any rough edges. I think we gotta... I'll look at it myself. We'll go up just a bit more. Not too much further though. See, probably about up in here. I feel happy about that. Yeah. Again, kind of a pseudo Scottsbluff. I'm sure these are made in different ways, or the professionals that are not me have much better videos on how to make them, or how they were made. I'm just some dude in his garage who likes doing this stuff, so. Yeah, this is about the best you're gonna get. Me anyways. There. Want that nicely ground. I'm gonna take this side in just a little bit more. Maybe I can... wonder why, oh no, I'm thinking, I wonder why those obsidian ones in the book don't really have, I might have made those too deep. It's not too bad. I still almost want to leave the little barbs on there because I like those. Those are my favorite. That's my favorite little thing. Can at least call attention to some of them. Here, hold on. Let me finagle myself here. They're getting a little deep in the notch zone, or not the notch zone. We're getting a little deep in the stem zone, but again, this is mine. I'm not really going for historical accuracy. I'm just kind of having fun and sharing the fun with y'all. Did I get it? I think I got it, because I can... Teeny tiny itty bitty bit more. That's kind of what I want to do. I just want to make it a little bit more like the other one, but I got to be careful because I don't want to. Here, hold on. For precision work, we have precision tools. Yes, we do. Hold on now. I might have ground it down just a bit too much. Oopsie. I'm not gonna let that beat me. I'm sorry if you guys can't see it. I'm being extremely cautious. There. Yeah, sorry you guys couldn't see that. I'm like 90% sure I was out of frame when I did that. I just wanted to be super duper sure. If anybody's just like, oh, you can't do that to make your points look nice, that's cheating. It's like, dude, I'm gonna make these however I want. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't care what is cheating and what isn't. Let me see. I kind of want to... Hold on, I gotta bring it close to myself so I can actually get a good look at it. You know what? I'm gonna do just like a single pass of some very gentle... Again, this is just how you sharpen this stuff, or the only successful way I have found to sharpen it, because it's just crumbly. It's crumbly. That weird, oh no, I can't speak about that yet. You guys haven't seen the video, I haven't uploaded it. That's much sharper. So there's that. Let me see here. Can I... This one's a bit more... This one got real craggly. What was I doing? What was I saying? Oh yeah. I was gonna speak on something that you guys haven't gotten the chance to see yet, because I haven't uploaded it yet, because I did it in between this one and finishing the basalt challenge. I found a piece of obsidian that I had been saving from when I first started for when I got better, and then I forgot about it, and then I found it again. So it was like, cool. And funnily enough, that was like, how long ago was that? Oh, that was a long time ago that I put that away. I'm going to say I was only like 4 months in. I've been using mainly bottle glass. But, aside from the weird little concavity that we have in there, I think this side turned out pretty darn good. Can I focus on this? Yeah. Oh, hold on. There we go. Toss all this aside so we can get a good look at it. You guys see it? You see the flaking on it? Is that a Scottsbluff? Maybe. I don't know. Do you want to see through it? Got my little flashlight here. It does have banding to it. Very nice, very nice. Can I accentuate the flake scars at all using this method? I don't think that I can. No, it just makes it more blurry. Naturally, of course. Yeah. Nothing too crazy, nothing too bad. It's a Scottsbluff-ish enough. Scottsbluffy enough. I think I did too much fine pressure flaking work, but again, I just kind of did the best with what I got, and I wanted to make one of these on video. I'll probably make more down the line because, like I said, this is my favorite point style. But yeah, there you guys go. Not too bad, eh? Can we get like any close-ups? Well, we kind of can. Sorry, I like giving y'all the close-up view of stuff. You see that? Those are butterfingers over here. Yeah, I had to get around that concavity still. You can still kind of see it, but and I did what I could. I should say people who do that with artifacts as well. They'll be like, look at how nice this one side is. It's like this whole point was made beautifully. And they're not showing the other side that has like a 15 level step fracture. And it's like a 1/2 inch thick. They're just like, look at it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, and just because I'm that sort of person, you get a little sneak peek at this one if you stayed all the way to the end. This will be a fun one. I got a video on that one, so I'm not going to show it too much. But yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more.